Good morning, and thank you for joining us on this Veterans Day. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You and your family need to be ready for those cold temperatures outside today. That's why we made it a first alert weather day.
Meteorologist Jill Gilardi has what you need to know before you head out to the bus stop or to work right now. And Jill, prepare for chilly air.
Yeah, painful because we're just not acclimated to it yet. And it's the coldest air since April. It is our next big thing. So the coldest air since April is actually for this afternoon. We've had temperatures in the low 30s to start off the day. The wind gusts, that is the problem. You know, you can be cold, okay. Now we're adding in the wind, so feeling even colder. And here's a look at what it's going to feel like as you step outside right now. There are those upper teens across Litchfield County, otherwise feeling in the 20s. The winds out of the westerly direction. And with some of these clouds, you can get a few little spits of snow coming out of them. Otherwise, we have some clearing happening down to the south. But northwest, it's pretty socked in with cloud cover in Torrington. And then you get the sunshine, though, in New Haven, where it's 36 degrees. And that breeze will create that chill. So you need to put that sweater on the pup, especially if they're the little dogs. The husky's fine, okay? You know what your pet needs. But yeah, it is going to be chilly out there. There's a look at the actual temperatures. Upper 30s, some low 40s, but then that wind will create a very chilly feel. The gusts could again exceed 30 miles per hour. We're talking about a feels like temperature, you know, teens and 20s, maybe getting as high as that low 30-degree range. And yes, we've talked about flurries, so we'll get more into the details regarding what areas could see a few flakes fly coming up in the next 15 minutes. But let's get an update on traffic now with Caitlin.
All right, thanks, Jill. Good morning, everyone. 7:02 here on your Tuesday. It is Veterans Day, and it's a very cold start. You'll maybe be waking up to some frost on the windshield. My door was kind of frozen shut after some of those showers moved through yesterday as well. So just heads up, budget in a couple of extra minutes to warm the car up, get the heat going, all that kind of stuff. Bundle the kids up as they're heading to the bus stop as well. If you're heading out the door right now to head to work or bring the kids to school, road closure to first alert you to here in Waterford. Route 85 closed between Lake Pond Road in Waterford and Flanders Road in Montville. So that's due to a crash that actually happened yesterday. We've got some utility poles and wires down. So you just saw that graphic change a little bit. We had a crash earlier here in Meriden. Some emergency road work now taking place, making some repairs following that crash. DOT telling us it was involving a tractor trailer. This is along 91 southbound between exits 18 and 17. The left and center lanes have been blocked off. It looks like we've got that center lane back open here, but we've got 3 miles of delays through this area because of all of the emergency crew presence on scene. So give yourself plenty of time to get through, again, this stretch in Meriden on 91 southbound. Let's check out your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
This morning, members of the U.S. House are headed back to Washington, preparing to vote on a spending plan to end the government shutdown.
The House could vote as soon as tomorrow afternoon. That measure passed the U.S. Senate late Monday night after the chamber agreed to advance the measure on Sunday. It funds the government through late January. It also funds several agencies and programs for 3 years and reinstates federal workers who lost their jobs during the shutdown.
Well, members of Congress from our state say they're not for this plan, saying the promise from Senate Republicans to hold a vote on extending health care tax credits sometime next month doesn't go far enough. In a social media post, Representative John Larson says the deal does nothing to end the health care crisis, adding he's ready to fight tooth and nail in the House. Remember here, Republicans do hold the majority in the House and don't need support from Democrats to pass the bill.
Happening today, the U.S. Supreme Court is expected to decide whether the federal government needs to pay out all food assistance benefits for this month. More than 40 million Americans rely on SNAP benefits to feed their families. The president argues fully funding SNAP would impact negotiations in Congress to end the shutdown. Connecticut and other states have already provided full benefits for this month. Also this morning, new video shows the moments a mother accused of murdering her daughter was taken into custody.
That video also shows what she told officers just hours after they found the girl's remains. Your reporter Taylor Knight is in front of New Britain Police Department with a closer look at that body camera footage.
Carla Garcia spent a lot of time here at the New Britain Police Department back on October 8th. She was brought here by officers after she claimed she was attacked by a group of people following the discovery of her daughter's body. In this video, Garcia is not under arrest, but she says she is not safe and does not want to leave the police station.
If that niggas come on me with guns again,
yeah,
I have kids. I have 5 kids.
5 kids. All ages? How's the oldest?
12.
12.
Because Nina is 11, I think.
Who's 12?
Jackie.
Garcia gets emotional before she goes up to speak with officers.
All I'm thinking about is what they're going to do and what they're going to do to my kids. That's all I'm thinking about.
But 4 days later, New Britain police have a warrant for her arrest, as well as warrants for her sister and her former boyfriend, Jonathan and Anita. All 3 suspects are due in court this Friday. Your reporter in New Britain, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
We might be one step closer to an official new owner of Waterbury Hospital. The current owners filed for bankruptcy months ago. The future of the hospital has been the topic of several heated debates.
Yeah, your reporter Anna Stansfield is breaking all this down for us outside of the hospital, where the governor is expected to provide a big update later this morning.
Governor Ned Lamont is set to announce an agreement between UConn Health and Prospect Medical Holdings at 11:30 this morning. While official details about the deal are limited right now, we do know this could help change the face of healthcare in our state. CT Insider reports UConn Health has recently submitted an official bid to purchase Waterbury Hospital from bankrupt Prospect Medical Holdings. In the report, it shows UConn Health is now offering a bid of $13 million in cash and $22 million in assumed debts. The rest of the nearly $500 million deal set to be paid through bond issues over the next 5 years. In the last few years, CT Insider found a 40% decline in patient volume at the hospital, with 2 years of annual operating losses of more than $20 million. If the deal goes through, it could more than double the inpatient capacity of UConn's John Dempsey Hospital, creating what would be called the Connecticut healthcare system powered by UConn. And if this is approved, UConn Health would still need to apply for a certificate of need, a process that typically takes about 60 days before they could officially take ownership here. I'm your reporter in Waterbury, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, this morning, Bristol has a new mayor. Democrat Ellen Zappo-Sasu was sworn in last night. She previously served 2 terms before losing a re-election bid in 2021. She plans to focus on local issues that impact everyone, including improvement roads and schools and making the city more affordable.
I've always believed that local government is about the people and not the party.
Several other newly elected officials also took the oath of office.
Well, right now, state police are warning about a string of burglaries targeting vehicles in several shoreline communities. Police say thieves went through vehicles in Old Saybrook, Westbrook, Clinton, Deep River, and Essex on Saturday night into Sunday morning. And some vehicles were stolen while others had valuables missing. A reminder here to always lock your vehicle when it's not in use and bring your keys and belongings inside your home.
This morning, we're getting an exclusive look at some new technology that Southington police say is helping reduce car thefts and break-ins. Police are using license plate readers to track vehicles listed in their stolen vehicle database. The number of stolen cars has been cut in half in the last 2 years, while the number of break-ins has dropped by more than 200. Police say the data is only stored for 30 days, and officers cannot search for a license plate unless there is an active case involving the vehicle. We're also keeping a close eye on the skies this morning, all due to the government shutdown. The FAA plans to cancel 6% of flights at 40 of the busiest airports to address an ongoing shortage of air traffic controllers. That's up from 4% each day since last Friday. While Bradley and Tweed airports are not on the cut list, experts warn the effects are trickling down to other airports. You should always check the status of your flight before you head out.
Today is Veterans Day, of course, serving as a chance for all of us to pause and thank military veterans for their service and sacrifice.
You might remember the holiday began as Armistice Day, and that ended or marked the end of World War I. It has since expanded to include veterans of all U.S. wars. It is a federal holiday, so the post office is closed and your mail will not be delivered. Many schools are open, although some are closed. You should always check with your local school district first. Schools that do have class may be hosting special Veterans Day programs. And most stores are open, although you should check ahead of time for any changes to their hours.
Right, today, many cities, towns, and organizations are recognizing the service and sacrifice of military service members on this Veterans Day. In Hartford, a remembrance and appreciation ceremony will be held in front of the William O'Neill Armory at noon. Organizers will talk about the issues that veterans are facing today and also collect coats for veterans in need. New Haven is hosting 2 ceremonies, one at City Hall at 11 and another at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, both of them open to the public.
CT Transit is honoring veterans and active duty service members with free rides today. All you need to do is show the driver of the bus your valid military ID to get a free ride.